Aloha, fellow humans. Oh, what's going on? And thank you for joining me in the second decade of the second millennium. My name is Cassandra from the elevatedlifeexperience.com, and I am your transitional guide. I am absolutely no medical professional. I just consider myself a life experimentalist, here to share things with you that I have learned along on my journey. And guys, I'm here. So I'm not even gonna front like the past day and a half. Your girl got food poisoning and ugh. Okay. So one of the things that I wanted to share was how I have been able to assist myself in making the process not so okay, it's miserable. Okay, it's miserable all the same, but to make it less miserable than it possibly could be. Number one thing is that I learn every time I'm not feeling well or I'm going through some type of upheaval, whatever it may be, is to remember to breathe. Um, I feel like during those times we forget that we actually have control over a lot of the things that go on in our bodies. And when we can breathe and we can send oxygen to our bodies, it helps like take the pain away. This was even something I used to do when I was taking care of my father, where I would always constantly remind him, to breathe in and to breathe out, preferably through your nose. And if you're in significant pain, breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. Okay. Our mouths are actually made for eating, not necessarily breathing, but it is there as a second option if we don't have the ability to completely breathe through our nose. Now, other than that, there is also a lot of points along our meridians that I used personally to assist myself in healing. Okay, so as I was sitting there, like halfway dying, and like I guess that's even to show that even when you feel like crap, these still work. So one is the thymus. So this is like good to press one for an energy boost, but and actually even to pound it or massage it. So it's good for an energy boost, but it's also good for the immune system and our immune function. Um, and it actually shrinks after we hit puberty. So it's good to kind of to keep that invigorated. Um, Actually every day, to be honest with you. Then another thing is the heart meridian. So if you go from underneath your armpit to the underneath of your pinky, that is that is the heart meridian. So like, I was doing a lot of just like trying to just rub the energy out down towards my pinky. And again, because it was dealing with, uh, my digestion, because it was a food poisoning, the small intestine is actually on the opposite side. So I did some where I brought it from the top of my pinky all the way up, down at the shoulder where I just ducked back a little bit, and then come up around to the front of my cheekbone and then into my lower ear. Okay, and I did that on both sides. And then um, obviously there was a lot of myself telling me you really got to make sure that your liver is okay. So from in between the first and the second toe, like that space in between, if you go up on the inside of your legs and you come up, and as you come up, you go out at the ribs and then go in to the center of your ribs. Okay, and that is the liver meridian. The kidney goes in from the inside of the ball of your foot, like right in the middle, and you take that behind the ankle and go straight up from the inside of the leg on both sides. And it's gonna be like right here, right? So, and like I did a lot of like, again, like I massaged these areas like as I was laying there, and then I just hit these points right here. Now the lungs, making sure that I had a lot of good oxygen coming towards assisting new oxygen to reach these cells as I was sitting here fighting off bacteria, is from the lung to the thumb, up around the shoulder, right? So I did that, but then there's also these points right here, um, that it's like it for me it's sensitive. Not everybody is it sensitive, but it's kind of like the dip between the shoulder like you can feel like it's like there's like this little space right here where it's like nothingness, but then like right before that is this point that actually assists in being able to breathe a lot stronger and take in more oxygen. So I just kept on, like, I was just sitting there rubbing that spot. Like I was like, and then of course the spleen to assist with my being able to filter out my blood properly, and that's just from the inside of the first toe and bring that out, and then you can actually go out at the hip, and then you come up to the top of the rib cage and down to the middle of the rib cage. Okay, and to the bottom of the rib cage. Okay, and like now there's many more, but these were the ones I was mostly focused on. And again, like I said, doing a lot of paying attention to my breathing, making sure that I was taking full breaths to just kind of assist myself through getting through it. Um, and I just kind of allowed my body to do what it needed to do. A lot of rest, okay. And then of course, like I was giving myself like a lower back massage because that is the kidneys, and you want to be able to assist them for pushing out any type of toxins. You just want your organs to be able to. You want to support your body to do the functions that it's here to do. Um, so again, I just felt like I would share that. I am no medical professional, but these are things that I do a lot of research into, and they have helped me be able to get through many things. And this one was just another assistance. Now, as I have been able to be able to keep fluids down, I really kind of I started out with salt water, but then I went on to ginger. Uh, and apparently, it's come to my attention that not everybody knows about ginger. So, ginger is a root and it's an anti inflammatory. It actually helps to heat the body up. Anytime that you have something going wrong with the stomach or any type of infection, ginger is like a good go to. Now, it can be a little spicy for people that have not had it before. Um, I wouldn't say that lemon makes it better, but maybe like an orange. Orange will kind of help know that flavor out, and maybe even adding a little bit of cinnamon to it can help dole out the flavor. Personally, me, I love a whole lot of ginger, especially because it does what it came here to do. Okay, so I'm actually gonna leave this here. I hope that some of this information, again, I'm not feeling my best, but I did want to translate this information over for you guys. If you have any questions, please feel free to contact me through the comment section or through my website. And as always, guys, you already know I am sending you my absolute unconditional love your way. And I hope that whatever moment it is that you are having at this exact point in time, that you feel better than I did today, okay? That's we getting somewhere. All right, mahalo.